tiny box of a home is secretly a breathtakingly luxurious living space inside. While it's true that no home is the same, one thing's for sure: everyone wants space. However, there's one movement that allows homeowners to cut back on all their expenses without losing any of the amenities. It's all about tiny homes, and it's proving that small doesn't have to mean lack of luxury. In just 240 square feet, this tiny home, which hit the market at just $95,000, comes equipped with a full kitchen, full bath, washer-dryer combo, and a bedroom with enough space for a king-size mattress. It's also got a hidden dining room table that can seat up to 8 people. It might not look like much from the outside, but this house is packed with amenities. Its exterior is rustic and charming. It almost looks like a modern take on a woodcutter's cottage and fits in perfectly with the natural vistas that surround it. Some people don't like the idea of living in a tiny house because tiny means less space in which to live, store things, and entertain family and friends. But for this tiny home, that isn't a problem. For starters, it boasts repurposed barn doors that drop down into a deck. The house is designed to be easily mobile and adaptable to almost any terrain. This cozy abode is all about its surroundings, not just about what happens inside of its doors too, though the interior is just as stunning. When you step inside this tiny house, it's almost impossible to believe just how small it really is. Nothing about this space says cramped at all. In fact, the wood choices and the appliances used all give it a sense of air and space. Just imagine how great it would feel to curl up in this chair, read a good book, while looking out that glass door into such a vibrant backyard. And the best part is that everything is within reach. The natural light actually serves a couple of different functions here. Not only does it give the house a sense of being much bigger than it actually is, but it's also a great asset if you're the type of person who loves to grow their own plants. It's like a tiny greenhouse too. Usually in tiny houses, space can be a bit of an issue, but this space is constructed with so many neat little nooks and crannies that you might actually have trouble filling up all the spaces you have. Not only is there plenty of space for planters and storage, but it's got a top-of-the-line, totally modern kitchen. Can you imagine how nice it would be to do the dishes and put them away in their right places while looking out at that view? For those who spend a lot of time in the kitchen, sink space can be a real issue. It's either too small or it's wide but too shallow. This sink was inspired by those in traditional homesteads, so it's super deep and just the right size for cooks. Did we mention the dishwasher? Since there's not much prep and counter space for a drying rack, it helps to have an updated dishwasher on hand to help get the job done efficiently and easily. The best part? You can use the dishwasher as extra storage. Can you imagine waking up every morning and seeing this? This is a dream kitchen with a place for both essential tools and luxury items. Just check out all those spice racks and cabinet space. Every single inch is utilized here. On the opposite end of the house sits the lofted bedroom space, which is accessed by a small ladder. Believe it or not, this nook can actually hold a king-sized bed. You can also sit up once you're there without hitting your head. Don't believe it? Just take a look. The bed takes up the entire space, so every inch is cozy and comfortable. A window lets in a lot of light, and one wall includes shelving to store your favorite reads and items. The old school light fixture brightens up the loft too. Deciding to live in a tiny house doesn't have to mean giving up modern conveniences. Case in point, there's a built-in washer and dryer. You won't ever need to schlep to a laundromat again with this place. In tiny houses like this one, you have to think outside the box if you want to live in the way that you're used to. For this home, that means get a bathtub and a toilet. The only downside, they're in the same room as your washer and dryer. Thankfully, there's a sliding door to the bathroom. Just get a load of that tub. It will make you feel like $1,000,000 to take a nice bubble bath in there. The tiles mimic the old school subway station tiles in New York City too, which gives the bathroom a vintage aesthetic. While it's perfectly easy to open up both doors, drop the deck, and let the sunshine stream through, you don't always need to be on display either. The original repurposed barn doors provide plenty of security when you need it most. While the house offers plenty of security, it's basically a welcome wagon on wheels. Imagine dropping the deck, breaking out the cooler, and sipping iced tea outside. you'd definitely become one of everyone's favorite neighbors. Who knew that living in a tiny house could be so luxurious? Houses like this one make it easy to see why so many people are making the move to tiny living.